It's a great day to be in real estate. This is Duane again, sales manager and sales representative for ERA Real Estate. Thanks for joining me once again. It is consoling to know when somebody's willing to go through the work and the effort to make and post these videos that others are watching. Well, tomorrow is April 15th, so happy early tax day. I did get a news post from Newsweek. Their cover story is America is Back. The cover story author, Daniel Gross, says the economy is making a strong comeback. He said the turnaround that we've had since the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy has been pretty remarkable, so that's good news. A combination of unprecedented government intervention matched by rapid restructuring and increased productivity in the private sector has resulted in an economy stronger than anyone would have imagined just 18 months ago. Gross says that the economic forecasters have consistently underestimated the rate of economic growth. Gross points to several factors that back his case. One, the economy is growing. The U.S. economy has gone from shrinking at 6.4% annual rate in the first quarter of 2009 to growing at a rate of almost 6% at the end of the year. Bull market also. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, as you now know, is hovering right around 11,000, having rebounded after being 70% below that. Job creation, the unemployment rate remains stubbornly high. However, 162 jobs were created in March, and that is a long ways from losing 800,000 jobs per month at the height of the panic. Job growth is going to be slower than many people would like it to be, but he thinks it's going to be faster than many of the professional forecasters are expecting it to be. Productivity. From the fourth quarter of 2008 to the fourth quarter of 2009, productivity rose 5.8%. So that's a lot of good news. There's also a good short video on that post as well. If you'd like that link, email me and I'll get it to you. You know what I think? I think recessions are a self-fulfilling prophecy. If the general public believes that things are going to go down, then they'll behave in a way that creates that downturn. They won't spend, and they'll be conservative, which is not good for an economy that's built on over 70% consumer spending. On the opposite end, if the public feels that things are going to get better, then they'll go out and they will spend. Plus, another factor is that there's something called groupthink. Most of us tend to think alike. This is due partly to the media's pervasive messages and partly to our herd mentality. You know, America's had some tough times and difficult events since 9/11, and I believe that the American public is just plain sick and tired of being negative. We were never built that way. So I think things are going to be on a positive ride for a while. And as for the real estate side, I did come across an article from the New York Times entitled, "Interest Rates Have Nowhere to Go But Up." Depressing thought? Perhaps, but true. The U.S. has a ballooning debt, as you know, and I don't think the government's going to reverse its course anytime soon. So we're looking down the barrel of inflation as well. Basically, consumers have been addicted to almost 3 decades of historic low interest rates, and they're going to be in for a little bit of a shock. Interest rates for home mortgages have already risen a half point since December, hitting about 5.31 last week, and this is the highest level since last summer. The Federal Reserve Board has now stopped its emergency buying of mortgage debt, which is also going to place upward pressure on the rates. And the Mortgage Bankers Association is expecting the 30-year benchmark to hit 5.5% by summer and as high as 6% by the end of the year. So what does that mean? Once again, the market right now is the best buyer's market you and I will ever see in our lifetime. So if you or anyone you know is thinking about buying or selling anywhere in the world, give us a call here at ERA. We're global. We can help you anywhere in the world. And also, one thing to keep in mind, if you're waiting for rates and for prices to go down, that's probably not going to help you. It looks like rates are going to go up. A 1% rise in interest rate can only be offset by a 10% reduction in the actual home value to have the same buying power. So anyway, I appreciate you listening. And once again, this is Duane saying happy trails to you. I look forward to the next time. Thank you for joining us.